exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another recap and review, this time of the Patriots versus Cowboys game that happened yesterday at 4:25. It continues my depression of this season. So let's get this out the way. Cowboys win 35-29 in overtime. The first overtime game the Patriots had that wasn't in the postseason since like 2015 or something like that, something around there. So, or at least at home, I think it was. So, overtime loss against the Cowboys. Patriots should have won this game. There's just nothing else to really say about it. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't twist the words. I mean, Patriots should have won this game. It's that simple. The Patriots were winning. Mac Jones throws a costly interception to a pick six by Trayvon Diggs, who is just amazing. He's a stud. And then the very next play, when they get the ball back, it's a one-play, 75-yard touchdown to Kendrick Bourne, which was just like the craziest thing that I've ever seen. And then Cowboys go kick the field goal to take it to overtime. Patriots get the ball in overtime. Can't do anything with it, as usual. The Patriots are just such a frustrating team when it comes to moving the football, because they seem to have the ability to. Throughout the game, they were moving the football against the Cowboys. They were running it really well in the fourth quarter against them. They were even getting a lot of passes against the Cowboys. I mean, they didn't complete a lot of passes because there wasn't a lot of plays on offense. The Cowboys completely destroyed the Patriots on total plays. But Mac Jones was super accurate. He was 15-21, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. So, I mean, Mac Jones didn't really play bad. It's just this offense is just so stagnant and so boring and so methodical and one-dimensional. It's like, it doesn't really feel like they can win any game. I don't know how they've won 2 games, to be honest with you. So, I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what I have to think about this Patriots team. It's a lot to really comprehend at this point, because obviously we know what the Cowboys are. Cowboys are a really good team. Dak Prescott is a really, really good quarterback. Zeke is starting to come into his own. The defense is actually playing really well. CeeDee Lamb is just, I hate that guy. He gets open all the time. He's just open on every single play. He got 9 catches for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns against us. He was open on every play. Dak could have gotten the ball to him on literally every single possession because he's just open I hate that guy. He's just so open. Amari Cooper barely even made a presence in this game. He didn't have to. CeeDee Lamb was just all over the field. It was crazy. It's so annoying. The Cowboys really just did whatever they wanted against the Patriots. It was closer than it probably should have been. The Cowboys should have dominated this game, but they kind of played a little sloppy. They let the defense stay in the game a little bit. They let Mac Jones stay in the game a little bit. The game started out really promising. A 14-7 lead. Patriots scored on their first 2 possessions. That never happens. And from then on, they just went completely stale. Completely stale. Couldn't do anything. And the Cowboys just kept inching their way in, kick a field goal here, score a touchdown here, and then the fourth quarter comes and we're battling back. It's punch and punch. It's touchdown after touchdown, field goals. And then it's overtime, and I don't know. I can't put into words how frustrating it is that the Patriots get the ball first. They literally get the ball first in overtime, and they can't do anything with it. They can't even move the ball to midfield. Like, you know how frustrating that is? It makes me want to pull my hair out. That's how frustrating it is when you get to a point in overtime where you have a chance, and I understand that Mac Jones is a rookie and he shouldn't even be really in these spots, but Mac Jones isn't really the problem at this point. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know, because it's not Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a good quarterback right now. He's playing really, really well. He's playing way better than anybody, even me included, thought he was going to play. It's not him that's the problem. It's something in this offense, and it's not really even the defense's problem. I know they gave up 35 points to the Cowboys, but everybody gives up 35 points to the Cowboys. But this team, I mean, they just got off of a barely victory against the Texans. So, I mean, and you gave up a ton of points to them. So, I mean, what am I supposed to believe about this defense? I thought this defense was going to be not like top 10 in the league by any means, but I thought this defense was going to be serviceable. But I think that's the problem. I think the defense is the problem. I mean, the offense is the problem too, because this game notwithstanding, because they actually did take a couple shots in this game, including that one play 75-yard touchdown, they actually, which was surprising to me because Josh McDaniels really never calls any big-time plays or plays more than 15 to 20 yards downfield for Mac Jones to throw. So this game was actually kind of a wake-up call to everybody saying, yeah, we can do this. We just don't tend to do it a lot. So I don't know why they don't tend to do it a lot. I don't know if they don't trust Mac Jones or if they don't think he's ready yet. I don't know, but they actually did take some shots this week, and it still didn't get them the win, which they should have won. They shouldn't even have had to have gone to overtime. But Mac Jones throws the stupid interception when they're up by, I think they were up by a point or maybe 2 points. I can't remember exactly what the score was when Mac throws the pick six, but it was off the hands of, I'm pretty sure it was Kendrick Bourne. It could have been Nelson Aguilar as well. It could have been one of those two guys. I can't remember exactly who it was off of, but it goes right into the hands of Trayvon Diggs. Of course it goes right into the hands of him because he's everywhere on the field. He takes it back to the house for a pick six. The air is completely out of the building. I don't know if that was more on Mac Jones. It was a little bit inaccurate of a pass, but it still probably should have been caught by whoever the receiver was. Like I said, I can't remember who it was. So that happens. Then the air is all gone. And then the very next play, literally the first play from the line of scrimmage, 1st down and 10, after the interception, after the pick six for the Patriots, is that 75-yard touchdown on one play. So, like, the air comes all the way back in. The Patriots are back. They're going to take the lead. They're going to dominate. They're going to win this game. And then the defense can't stop CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb got them back. The Cowboys killed themselves on penalties. They had 100-plus yards in total penalty yardage against themselves. They were killing themselves. They were giving the Patriots the victory. And yet the defense could not cover CeeDee Lamb. He gets them into field goal range. Greg Zuerlein kicks the tying field goal to send to overtime, and then the Patriots can't do anything on the first possession in overtime, and the Patriots defense can't do anything against the Cowboys on defense, and the Cowboys kick the game-winning, or they don't even kick the game-winning field goal. They score a touchdown on a play that they ran 3 times on that same drive. They ran this little boot play action where CeeDee Lamb goes from the top of the screen. If you're looking at the TV, he starts at the top of the screen on the left side of the field. He comes across the middle of the field in like a slant kind of diagonal pattern and goes to the end zone. They ran that 3 times on that drive. One was called back because of a timeout. The second one, Dak Prescott checks down to the tight end, and then the third one is the touchdown that wins the game. He was wide open on every single one of those possessions. Every single one of those plays. He was wide open. Why? Why was he wide open? You saw that twice. Put somebody in the middle of the field to cover him. Have some safety help over the top. Do something. CeeDee Lamb has killed you all game. At that point, he had 8 catches for a touchdown. Put somebody on that man. A double team, something. Don't double team Amari Cooper. Double team the guy that's hot. And yet he takes it to the house and scores the game-winning touchdown. And don't even get me started on the wave goodbye to Jalen Mills, because I know it was the final play of the game and the game was over at that point, but they have been calling taunting penalties the entire season worse than what CeeDee Lamb did. Like, if you're going to call any taunting penalty, it's going to be on the wave goodbye, which is what the thumbnail of this video is. it just frustrated me. And I know why they didn't call it, because it's the very last play of the game, and overtime it won the game. There was nothing really to call a flag on, because what are you going to do? You're going to tack on, call the play back because of taunting penalty? No, you can't do that. So I understand why they didn't call it, but I mean, literally they've called taunting on not even on worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was worse than what they've called taunting on during the season, and that gets nothing. So it's a frustrating loss. They should not have lost that game. And at this point, you're sitting at 2-4. I personally say, and I hate to say this, I personally say you start thinking about the draft. You start thinking about the draft. You don't need a quarterback this year because you got your quarterback. At least you think you got your quarterback. I think that Mac Jones is the guy, at least for right now. So you don't need to get a quarterback. You take your high top 5, top 10 draft pick. You go out, you get a wide receiver or a linebacker or a defensive pass rusher. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be in this draft. You go out and you get him. I mean, that would be amazing to put him on the side with Matthew Judon and with all these guys, Christian Barmore up the middle. Like, you're starting, if you get somebody on defense to be a pass rusher alongside some of these guys, you're starting to build a core. That's what the Patriots need to do. They don't need to get a quarterback. They need to get something on defense to help out. Maybe a corner. Maybe there's going to be a corner. Derek Stingley is in this draft. Maybe you get him out of LSU. I don't know. There's something, but I feel like at 2-4, it's not even really worth going to the postseason, like trying to go to the postseason, because we all know what's going to happen. The Patriots are going to go like 9-8 in the postseason, or get to the postseason in the final wildcard spot, get beat out by the number 2 seed, and then be done after one game. That is bad situation for everybody involved. So we don't want that. At 2-4, you basically, because the way this Patriots team is constructed currently, they're not going to do anything. They're barely even going to have a question at making the playoffs. So at this point, you're 2-4. Just give it up. You haven't even won a game at home, for God's sake. Like, just give it up. The season is a wash. Just take your bad record, lose every game, get the best draft pick possible, and move on from there. Draft a pass rusher. So I hate saying that too, because I don't want to give up on the season, but this Patriots team has not filled me with confidence to be able to say, oh, we're 2-4, but we can come back. We can possibly sneak in and make some noise in the playoffs. This Patriots team has not proven to me that they can do that, because they can't even close out games. There's so many games this season where they've been so close to winning, but they can't close it out. Either it's a fumble or some sort of costly turnover or some dumb decisions. Like, they don't have it this year. It's just not there. It's not in the cards. So you take your lumps, you lose all your games, you get the best record possible, or the worst record possible, and you get your best draft pick possible, and you draft some sort of pass rusher, some sort of difference maker on defense, because that's what they need. So that's my opinion on it. Let me know down below what you guys think. Smash that like button if you did enjoy. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.